This is Sean D. with Community Conversations with the Trio, here with Brandi Wilkerson from LifeLink Foundation, who's going to talk to us a little bit about what's happening with LifeLink and the opportunities and what LifeLink is and the opportunities for folks to be engaged. So, Brandi, first off, welcome to the show once again. Brandi is very much a friend of the show, and she's been on a little bit. She's usually have folks stepping in for her, which is a nice move. I like that move. But we've got the queen of the foundation here, LifeLink side of things, who is here to tell us a little bit about again what's happening. So, Brandi, again, welcome. And then if you can tell folks who may not be aware of what is LifeLink Foundation, what do you do, and kind of where you're at.
Thank you, Sean. I like the fact that you call me a friend of the show, so now I don't feel bad about the harassing emails. But LifeLink Foundation is the organ and tissue recovery organization that covers 15 counties within the state of Florida. And all that means is when a person dies in a certain way, so not every person will be able to be affected by what we do, but if a person dies in a certain way, then possibly they could save another life through organ donation. And we also recover tissue as well. And when we talk about tissue, we mean bones for reconstructive surgery. We're talking about tissue for perhaps burn victims, corneas to help restore sight, and then of course internal organs is what we recover from deceased donors. We only work with deceased donors, so that's one thing. People are afraid that, if they sign up, usually, exactly. Yeah, it's like if we let you die, you can't be a donor. So doctors have to do everything that they can. That's their job, of course, to save your life. And when they can't do anything else, that's when they would call us. So we're only called after their patient is declared dead. So that's what LifeLink Foundation is.
And what is your role with LifeLink?
My role is to educate the community, specifically the Black community, about organ and tissue donation. Reason being, because of certain diseases that are prevalent in our society, namely diabetes, hypertension, a lot of people unfortunately have kidney failure due to those diseases. And we are Blacks, Hispanics, minorities rather, we are the majority on the transplant list. We need transplants more than our white brothers and sisters, but we won't donate. We're least likely to donate. Exactly. So my role is to hopefully dispel a lot of the fears that exist in our society about organ and tissue donation and just inform people that it works. Like, I've met so many people whose lives have been extended years because they received an organ donation. They have a new kidney, they have a new heart, and they're excited about it. So that's why I bring people on the show, because I like for them to tell their story. I'm not trying to be lazy.
All right. Well, and no, I did that. She's not lazy at all. She works very hard and is all throughout the community, as we discussed, and again, educating, because that's part of your role, is to get out into the community and let folks know, because there are some misconceptions about what being a donor actually means. So we joke about it, about the idea you're going to let me die, but that's people really believe that's what could potentially happen to them, and why they may not sign up, or have a story about a cousin, uncle's brother, nephew who X, Y, and Z, and they let them die, which is not the case. So,
honest, in the state of Florida, 2 doctors have to declare their patient brain dead, and that's when your brain totally stops working, and also your brain stem, which controls all of our bodily functions or motions or what have you. When that stops working, that's when a person is declared brain dead. And 2 doctors in Florida have to declare their patient brain dead before LifeLink can even step in. So we always say doctors, nurses, hospital personnel, they work with the living. We work with the deceased. So no reason to fear us at all, because we have to abide by the rules, of course, of the hospital and wait for the direction from the doctor.
All right, excellent. So again, it's not just one person. There's a backup system to it all. All right. Now coming up in April, you mentioned that it's a significant month coming up in April here. So timely conversation we're having now. So if you can let folks know what is April all about, and then as I understand, there's some partnerships that you have this month that you want to make some folks aware of as well.
Yes, Definitely. April is actually National Donate Life Month. So all around the United States, you will probably hear about donation a whole lot more. Hopefully news stories. Hopefully people are getting the word out about donation. Two of the bigger events, and actually I'm going to talk about three if that's okay. Three events that we're having. One is on April 19. It's National Blue and Green Day. So those are the Donate Life colors. So we ask people to wear their blue and green colors. And also, if you want to take pictures, post it on Facebook, tag LifeLink or Donate Life Florida, then there may be some prizes going out. So that's there may be some nice little giveaways just for wearing blue and green and showing that you support the cause. On April 20th, we are partnering with Lion's Eye Institute, and that's actually the organization that recovers the cornea to restore sight. A lot of times, people don't know this, when you sign up at the driver license office, a person is actually signing up to be an organ, eye, and tissue donor. LifeLink would come and recover the organs and tissue, but Lion's Eye Institute would recover the corneas to help restore sight. And every year they have a 5K race. This is actually their 12th year doing it in Ybor City. It's called the Roar Through Ybor. So it's a 5K race or a 1 mile walk for those of us who are not runners. So no reason to not come. This year you can actually bring your dogs if you would like to, and roar through Ybor with your pet. And that's going to be a race. You can actually sign up on active.com to participate in that race, and the proceeds would go to Lion's Eye Institute. LifeLink is partnering with them to form a link. We call it our Linking Hands event, and pretty much we all link in solidarity to show support for those who have lost a loved one and they have gone on to become an organ donor, celebrate those who have received the gift of life, and also support those who are still waiting to receive. There are right now over 117,000 individuals waiting for a life-saving organ transplant, and 18 people die every day, unfortunately, waiting for this call. And the third event I wanted to talk about is our Pastor's Breakfast, which is going to take place on April 27th at the DoubleTree on West Shore. And if anyone is interested in getting more information, if they want their pastor to come, if they want to come with their pastor, we would love to have them there, and they can contact me directly. And Brandi, Brandi Wilkerson at LifeLinkFound.org, and I'll get you all the information about any of these events, actually.
Excellent. So you're not busy at all in April. It's very, very boring month. April will be for So again, it's like you said, part of your role is getting out, educating the community. Again, it's just and we've talked about it before. We've actually had a gentleman on who received a heart transplant and just had an awesome story. Kind of brought the whole room to tears there for a little bit. But it's just these are real lives that. These are folks who've been waiting, and this could be life or death for that individual to receive the heart, and like you said, so the bones and skin grafts. Well, yeah, you could probably still live, but the quality of life. So there's a quality of life component that's a part of it. So that's great. Continually doing great work. Brandi is now. So if I wanted to be a donor. All right. Can you talk to me a little bit about kind of what that process is? Do I sign up? Do I get a call right away? Are you checking to see if I'm deceased? I heard you use deceased quite a few times instead of dead. But are you calling to check on me? I mean, what is the process? How do I get notified that I'm a potential donor? How does that really work?
Thank you for asking. We're not calling and checking on people, I promise you. But you can sign up at the driver license office when you receive or renew your license. That's probably the most popular way that people sign up. Also, they can go online, which is something that I truly encourage, especially in our community, because I want people to research exactly what they're signing up for. You can go to www.donatelifeflorida.org. You can read up on organ and tissue donation, who it affects, when it will affect you. And also you can sign up there, and it takes less than a minute to sign up. We have our mobile app, so if you want to do it from your smartphone, you can, again, go to Donate Life Florida. Exactly. Go to donatelifeflorida.org and learn about us, and then sign up to be a donor. And if you make that decision while you're alive, what we found from talking to donor families is it makes it a lot easier for them because, of course, they're already going through a very trying time. So if they already know the wishes of their loved one, it makes it a little easier, the conversation that we will have to have with them after a person has died. So.
Excellent. So it's a painless process to sign up, if I understand. We have, I know the trio is signed up. The trio is registered, so as donors, and that's we've all a part of that process, and we're still alive. That was not the case before. That was not the case. 2 out of the 3. I won't say who the third one was. I don't want to point anybody out, but they are doing this interview. But they are. So we. Yeah, it is important. Like you said, there's a lot who are on the waiting list are minorities, and it's the match traditionally is, as I understand, it's a better match or is more probable match. I guess would maybe a better way to say it, that someone is able to from a similar whether it's background, black to black, Hispanic to Hispanic, because it's minority in general. Even though leading the list on need is filling in the gap of those that are on the list. All right, so definitely for those out there, it's not a scary process at all. So by all means, feel free to go ahead and sign up and get on that list. And apparently they're not checking up on you, see if you are, trying to crash your car, cutting your brakes and stuff. There's no one out there doing. I don't think there's anyone out there doing that. I don't know. That's just black market style. But anyway, that's another conversation for another day. But is there anything else? Any last items you want to get out to let folks know about?
Just want to reiterate that organ and tissue donation does save lives, and as Sean already said, it is painless. You are already deceased, so you won't feel anything throughout this process. And please go to www.donatelifeflorida.org, research the topic, and sign up to become a donor.
Excellent. Well, again, thank you, Brandi, for being a part of it, and again, just a fan and friend of the community conversations with the trio. So we always welcome back, and if there's any other information you wanted to get out for the community, by all means, you're always welcome back. All right. You've been listening to Community Conversations with the Trio. This is Sean D. Back to you.